So we are now talking about sharks. Do you know why we're talking about sharks today?
It's because it's the week of sharks.
It is Shark Week. So for the people who don't know, there is a week dedicated to sharks. It's called Shark Week. It's on Discovery. It's a lot of shark-related content, lots of different things that are talked about sharks. But there's a story in particular that I wanted to bring up, a Florida story.
Oh,
Yes, it is about a shark and narcotics.
oh yeah.
Yeah, a certain substance that's white and powdery that could potentially have been introduced to these sharks off the coast of Miami
On purpose?
on accident.
I was like, dang.
So I'm pretty sure a lot of the viewers, the listeners, got what I was talking about.
Cocaine?
Yes, exactly that. Cocaine. So, Coca-Cola. So apparently there's content coming out on Shark Week about this. But I will be giving you guys the Cliff Notes here about what is happening and the introduction of this substance to sharks within Miami. So, let me get up my notes here and say that there has been a large amount of cocaine in Miami. So I want you to understand this. In June, the Coast Guard found 14,000 pounds of this in the ocean by Miami, worth $186 million.
Just in the ocean?
Yes. So I was wondering the
Dang.
same thing too, by the way, because I was like, how wouldn't it just dissolve? Wouldn't it just go?
Oh.
So
I was, like,
the
wrapped
thing
up.
is, it's bales. It's bales of
yeah,
it
yeah.
that fall into the ocean, and because of this, it has been or could have been introduced to sharks. Which there's a lot of complications and a lot of different effects that happen when introducing something like this to animals.
Really?
Yes. So a couple of scientists, by the way.
Scientists were giving...
No. A couple of scientists. This. Okay, I will say this because they mentioned it very clearly that it is unethical to give cocaine to sharks. They very clearly stated that.
And then they did it.
No. They said that they had given a substance that's similar to it. It's a stimulant similar to it, and observed the sharks to see if they would even attempt to take this or take a bite it or do whatever it did. And you know what? One did.
They loved it.
So the thing is, when they observed this, there was a shark that was acting a little strangely than other sharks. But there was not enough data to verify that
These are wild sharks?
These are wild sharks
Oh,
off the coast
okay.
of Florida.
Okay, I was like,
there was not enough
captivity?
data to validate that how much of an effect that this did have. But it's kind of insane.
Just
that this
one shark was addicted to
but they don't
cocaine.
know because the only one that they observed a couple, but this one was acting strange compared to how
Like
normally
before.
sharks. No, after the introduction of the stimulant that they had, that was not cocaine, but yes. So it's what are your thoughts? I just want to know your thoughts and just this whole story because it sounds wild.
Was it like more aggressive or something?
I think the thing was that its movement pattern was erratic compared to how typically the sharks swim. They also were saying that it could have been potentially injured, but it didn't look to be the case. But there was still not enough data that they could validate this with. Yeah, it's interesting though because I didn't think about it, but there was the movie.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
You
It's pretty
watched
funny,
it?
yeah.
Oh my god.
Pretty wild movie.
So apparently that's based on a true story.
I believe it.
Yeah, it was the movie we're talking about is about a bear who ingested these
Cocaine
narcotics.
bear.
Yes, about who ingested those narcotics and shortly died right after, but not before, I guess, attacking people.
Oh, like in real life?
Yeah, I don't know the full story. It sounded so crazy, but yeah, but people were making parallels from that to this.
See, now it's gonna be a whole crossover.
Oh my god.
Cocaine bear versus cocaine.
Shark. Oh my god. It would be
Megalodon
wild.
versus.
But yes, this apparently has been a very hot story because of just that, and I think that movie also played a huge part on
Oh,
it.
100%. Because
Yeah.
like now it's like, oh no.
Another one.
Because like this kind of plays into like, oh, like the whales in Spain were attacking boats.
Oh no.
And then like now it's the whole like now we're giving cocaine at the
to sharks.
sharks.
Yeah. I can't even imagine that. That's a lot, by the way. That was only in a month. Did I mention that? That was a month. 14,000 pounds in a month. 186
That's a lot
million.
of jeez.
Yeah. Just in the ocean.
Buried treasure.
It's oh my god.
It's the whole like the diver stories where you like go and they're diving for like random stuff and it's like, oh look what I found.
The guy finds a bale of it and he opens
I'm
a treasure chest and it's
just that and he's like,
I'm rich.
no, he does that and all of a sudden a shark comes in.
God.
Mine.
Hey, that's a good movie plot. But yes, let us know if you had heard about this story before or if you watch this segment on Discovery, and let us know your thoughts about this because I thought it was a wild story, and because it is Shark Week, but maybe by the time you watch this or even when we put this out, it's not going to be Shark Week anymore because it runs only through July 29th, the 23rd to the 29th. But I just thought that was very interesting, and you know what? I like sharks. I will say that.
Yeah. And if you like this type of content, make sure to hit the subscribe button. We come out with stories every day, and hopefully you find one that you like. And if you it's random. If you have any other stories you'd like us covered, please set it down below in the comments, and if it's interesting, we'll pick it up for next week. Thank you.